Hello everyone, my name is Frank Lattin, Executive Director of the Westside Media Project and Storyline Studio. And I want to thank you all for tuning in to our pilot news series, New Westside Stories. 2021 represents our 15th year of providing media arts programming on the west side of Chicago. For the majority of that time, we've been a school-based program, partnering with a number of neighborhood schools. And although we still do work in schools, for the past few years, we've made the transition to becoming more of a community media arts program, working with various segments of the community. The program you're about to watch was produced and recorded during the pandemic with a skeleton crew on a shoestring budget. And although it's not a finished product, I'm so proud of my team for the work they put in to get this done. We're actually looking to build a bigger team. So if you know of anyone who you think that may want to be a part of this, share the link and have them go to our website for more info. As you watch this, imagine what this would look like, fully staffed and fully funded. Again, thank you for tuning in to New Westside Stories. Now let's watch the news.
Hello, and welcome to New Westside Stories, brought to you by Storyline Studio. I'm your host, Fallon Ladden. First, we'll visit the Sankofa Cultural Center, located in the Austin area, to highlight some of the awesome community work that occurs on the west side of Chicago. The Westside branch of the NAACP and the Men of Omega Psi Phi fraternity recently sponsored a pop-up food pantry. The event fed 400 families and helped to ease the financial burden that many residents face during these times. One of our reporters was able to catch up with the organizers of this event.
Well, I'm part of the NAACP and Introspect Youth Services, and we wanted to partner with Omega Psi Phi to bring this to the West Side, because we see a lot of people who are having different food drives, but we have a food desert over here, and so we're trying to help as best we can with the people on the West Side. So it was inspired by coming together, different groups to make something happen over here for us.
Well, what we decided to do, and we've been doing it in several places, is to bring food to the community. And we decided that with Mr. Barham's support to bring it here to the West Side, because there are a lot of needy people during this pandemic.
He used to have a stationary pantry, but they had a fire. So we didn't want to stop, giving to the neighborhood. So that's why we started going around and servicing all sides of the city.
In more education news, North Lawndale is one community at the focus of a new research study about Chicago's digital divide. A new University of Chicago project funded by Data.org will examine the digital divide that exists in many areas of the city. Along with South Shore and Englewood, the pilot study will collect the stories and experiences of North Lawndale residents and use them to produce solutions to overcome the disparity in quality internet access. The study found that across the city, there are 110,000 children without internet access, with the Austin community leading the list with nearly 8,000 and another 5,000 in Humboldt Park. This is Fallon Ladden with Storyline Studio, Westside Chicago. Thanks for watching.
For the past 15 years, a small group of black business owners on Chicago's West Side have been working to establish an African-American business district in the Austin community. I like to think of it as Chicago's Wakanda. But in all seriousness, this is a model similar to the ethnic enclaves that already exist around the city of Chicago. Chinatown, Ukrainian Village, Little Italy, Pilsen. Not only are these authentic cultural enclaves, but these also serve as economic drivers in their respective communities. Chicago is a world-class city, representing nationalities from all across the globe. But in a city where roughly 1 out of every 3 people are African American, where do you go to celebrate Black history and Black culture? Not just during Black History Month, but year-round. I can't think of a place either. So what if there was an area in the city where all nationalities could go and experience live jazz, live blues, or maybe even hip hop, an area that showcased other Black businesses, such as Black-owned banks, Black-owned restaurants, maybe even Black theaters, where there was Black movies, Black comedians. Would you patronize it? Well, since 2004, the Austin African American Business Networking Association has advocated for such an idea.
AAA BNA is an organization of business owners. It was started back in 2003 with a lot of us who own businesses and just felt like we weren't shopping with each other. And so when we called a meeting just to find out why we weren't necessarily doing business with each other, we found out that a lot of our issues was the same and that there was a need for us to pool together just to have conversations. So it started off just as a group of business owners getting together to talk about how to shop with each other. And from that, it turned into monthly meetings, just networking meetings. And now, fast forward to 2020, it's one of the leading advocacy groups and movers for African Americans in business.
What if I told you that today, this idea has gained the support and attention that it deserves? What if I told you that right now, there was a 1.5-mile stretch along Chicago Avenue in the Austin community designated as the Soul City Corridor? In fact, the City of Chicago has partnered with a number of organizations, such as the Department of Planning, Perkins & Will Architectural Firm, the Mayor's Office, state representatives, and many more to come up with a formalized plan that focuses on development of underutilized land with the goal of promoting Black culture, Black arts, and Black entertainment, all to spur economic development and job creation that serves neighborhood residents. Under the city's Invest Southwest initiative, $750 million will be earmarked for investment on the South and West Side to address inequality and to jumpstart investment. Austin is just one of the 10 community areas of focus, and Chicago Avenue is viewed as a priority, given its historic and commercial appeal, with the potential to become a primary shopping district. Why Austin? Austin is the second largest community area in the city with a population of around 95,000. It is also nearly 85% African American, so the concept of supporting Black businesses has huge economic potential in this community. Also, the location of Austin is on the western edge of the city, serving as a gateway to the western suburbs. In addition, having direct access to the 290 Expressway makes the Austin community uniquely situated. However, it also presents many challenges, including the tendency for many residents to spend their hard-earned money outside the community, such as in suburbs like Oak Park. A 2018 market analysis conducted by the group Austin Coming Together found that Austin residents spend nearly $160 million outside the community. For an area where the median household income is nearly $23,000 below the city average, this trend amounts to economic suicide. Groups like Austin Coming Together and the Austin African American Business Networking Association want to see Black-owned businesses help circulate these hard-earned dollars within their own communities, creating a positive ripple effect. This model is not far-fetched. As a matter of fact, it borrows from the Black Wall Street set in the early 20th century in Tulsa, Oklahoma, not to mention the other regions of the United States where African Americans had to build their own business districts during the time of segregation and Jim Crow. However, today's 21st century urban landscape looks vastly different than it did in the 20th century, creating numerous challenges. It raises more immediate questions, such as, could a community with a median income of less than $33,000 support a Black business district? Could an area like Austin, known for its high crime and violence, be transformed into an attractive citywide shopping destination? Will residents from other areas of the city patronize a Black business district with the same fervor as they do other ethnic districts? Long-term questions would include issues of displacement and gentrification. Although several challenges and concerns exist, the progress of the Soul City Corridor plan has definitely increased optimism and hope.
Yeah, I think it'd be a great idea. I would definitely go there looking for good music, good food, maybe some theater. So yeah, I think it'd be a great idea. And we don't have anything like that in Chicago that I know of. So yeah, I would definitely support that.
course. I feel like it'd be very good for the city, for the community, you know, just bringing Black culture awareness to everyone throughout Chicago.
Absolutely. If we got a Chinatown, if we got a little Italy, we should have that. We should have that, no doubt.
I would be supportive of that, but the one thing that I'm worried about is that the neighborhood may or may not get gentrified because of its attraction.
While it all looks good on paper, it's still going to take a significant commitment and collective effort from not only the city of Chicago, but local businesses, community organizations, investors, law enforcement, and area residents to make these plans a reality. However, the opportunity does exist to create a new narrative for the Austin community. This is Corey Dooley, Storyline Studio, Westside Chicago.